You don't have to say, I told you so.
I would maybe interject here is to have that conversation with the up leader.
Sure.
And say, honestly, I've got some ideas. How do you want to receive these?
Mm-hmm.
Because then you kind of give them the control, which was my one partner's whole thing was, he loved to control everything, and yet he didn't. But it's like, okay. But I think that's the challenge with control is it feeds. And if we give them the chance, like, hey, it went this way. What would you like for either feedback or ideas that it didn't go this way the next time?
Sure.
Giving them a chance.
Yeah. I think that's very good. You don't have to necessarily say these words, but if your attitude is towards that person, how can I serve you? How could I lift some of the burden off of you? If that's your attitude, to come to them and then say, I have some thoughts about this project. I have some thoughts about this new advertising campaign, our new sales techniques. Would it be okay if I shared them with you? And try to get that up front. But there's a phrase too that I heard. It was actually my wife's a school teacher, and one of her principals, when she would be talking to the teachers, I like this phrase. When she wanted to suggest something, she would say, I wonder how it might work if. I wonder what would happen. And so in that way, in even framing it that way, you're not saying to that boss, hey, listen, I got all the details. Here's how you should do it. But presenting it, I just kind of wonder what it might look like if we let that advertising agency kick that around a little bit. I wonder what it might look like if we just ask these sales people if they, and you just kind of throw that idea out there, because by doing that, if the other person decides to adopt it, they could take it as their idea.
Right.
They could say, well, I considered that along with other things, and this is what I decided. Well, fine.
Right.
Let them take it. You are leading up, and once again, you don't have to say, I told you so. Everybody around knows that you were giving the information, and it was taken by them, and you'll get the credit. It'll work out.
I've learned through years in organizations that the organization knows. It's usually the person at the top that doesn't know that they know.
Right.
I know Craig created that good idea, but Billy took the credit.
Yep.
They know. They can
Absolutely.
sniff it. It's not like you're going to win, and you're not going to win if you embarrass the up leader.
Nope.
Hey, I'm Greg from the Craig and Greg Show, and if you've enjoyed this clip, please go for the full edition and subscribe so you get notified when we send another episode for you to be challenged as a leader.